So here's a couple more charts: elements in humans and bacteria, humans, and then a pie chart of what makes us up. Bacteria, a small pie chart of what makes up the bacteria. What is one of the main differences between the composition of humans and that of bacteria? So if you look at this, what are we seeing? So nitrogen, 3%, other 4%. Carbon is much higher for humans. Oxygen is much lower. Hydrogen is lower. Nitrogen's a little bit higher, but not much. And then others a little bit higher, but not much. Human contains other elements other than hydrogen, carbon, nitrogen, hydrogen. Nope, they both contain the same elements here for the most part. And that's, both of them contain something other than these elements right here. So that one's incorrect. Humans contain a higher percentage of oxygen. So we look, nope, 63 for humans, 74 for bacteria. So that's also incorrect. Humans contain a higher percentage of hydrogen than bacteria do. Hydrogen is 9% for people, 10% for bacteria, also incorrect. Humans contain a higher percentage of carbon than bacteria do. Carbon is 12% for bacteria, 19% for humans. So that's going to be your answer. What do the wheels and axle and the screw have in common? So if you look at this, so effort to turn this, it spins and pushes this outward. So effort is applied, it turns the screw and lifts the car. What do they have in common? Both increase the effort needed to move a load. That's incorrect. Like a car jack, you can't lift a car by yourself. A car jack reduces the effort needed. Both involve effort applied with circular motion. So circular, a screw is circular. You have to turn this or pump it to get that screw to turn. You have to turn this to get this to turn. So both move with an applied circular motion because they both have that in common, that they have a circular motion. Both involve effort applied with vertical motion. Nope, neither one of them really do. This one has a little bit of that, but it still has circular motion right here. Both involve effort applied with horizontal motion. This one has horizontal motion, but this one does not. During various periods in Earth's history, average global temperatures have dropped, resulting in ice ages. During an ice age, glaciers cover large regions of the Earth. Scientists disagree about the cause of ice ages. One hypothesis, so guess, suggests that there have been long-term changes in Earth's orbit, causing the planet to periodically move farther from the sun. Another view proposes that a periodic increase in volcanic activity increases the dust in the atmosphere, blocking the sun's rays. Still, another hypothesis suggests that changes in Earth's own radiant energy causes ice ages, and finally other scientists propose that changes in the direction of ocean current cause ice ages. Which of the following statements is a fact, not a hypothesis? So, if you look at this, right here, one hypothesis suggests, another view, so that's basically a hypothesis, another hypothesis. So if you look, the only one that's not a hypothesis, and sometimes with these, it's good to read the questions first and then look at the answer, or read the answers first and then look at the question, and it might jump right out at you. So during an ice age, temperatures drop and ice covers vast areas of the Earth. So right here, during various periods in Earth's history, average temperatures have dropped, resulting in ice age. That is a dead fact. It's not a hypothesis. All these other ones are hypotheses and guesses from scientists as to what causes ice ages. But we know for a fact that ice has covered the planet. So if you look at this, what is the main difference between the hydrocarbons ether and ethanol? Or ether and ethanol. So we have ether and ethanol. You can look, it's C2H6O, C2H5OH. So this one, there's a little bit more. So Earth ether has carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen atoms, and ethanol only has carbon and hydrogen atoms. So ether is carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Ether has carbon, hydrogen, and it also has OH. Ether has 3 carbon atoms and ethanol has 2 carbon atoms. Nope, also incorrect. Ether has 1 oxygen atom and ethanol has 2 oxygen atoms. Incorrect. And then the arrangement of the carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen atoms in the 2 hydrocarbons is different. So for this one, you're going to look at at this, and you can see that the arrangement is different in both of them. So the arrangement of the oxygen is different. The arrangement of the hydrogen is different. So that's going to be your answer. You can just look and see it's different. So Charles Darwin, a naturalist who formulated the theory of evolution, remarked that science and geology had made much progress in his lifetime. He wrote, "About 30 years ago, there was much talk that geologists ought to only observe and not theorize. And I well remember someone saying that at this rate a man might as well go into a gravel pit and count the pebbles and describe the colors. How odd it is that anyone should not see that all observations must be for or against some view of science." So if you're going to make an observation, you should have a reason for it. You shouldn't just go count pebbles and be like, yeah, they look gray or brown. That doesn't answer anything. Which of the following statements best summarizes Darwin's view of the role of observation in science? Observation is the best way to gather facts about any aspect of nature. Observation is useful as long as it is supported by statistics. Observation should be used only in the field of geology. Or observation is useful as long as the results are used to support or disprove a hypothesis. So observation is the best way to gather facts about any aspect of nature. Yeah, it's a good idea, but what he's saying is that if you have observations, you have to have a reason for it. So yeah, you can just go sit out and look at the sky or look at trees and say, yeah, that looks nice, and it's good you're gathering facts, but you aren't proving or disproving anything. It's useful as long as it's supported by statistics. No, he doesn't say that. It has nothing to do with statistics. Observation should only be used in the field of geology. Totally incorrect. Every field of science uses observation. Observation is useful as long as its results are used to prove or disprove a hypothesis. He says that right in here. How odd it is that anyone should not see that observation must be for or against some view. Your answer is D. So, match each process to an example of that process. This is another fill in the little things here. So, 4 types of processes that create minerals in the Earth's crust are magmatic, hydrothermal, metamorphic, and superficial. Magmatic processes involve the heating and cooling of magma deep inside the Earth's mantle to form crystals. Hydrothermal are caused by the movement of water within the Earth's crust. Metamorphic processes involve combinations of heat, pressure, time, water, and various solutions to change existing mineral deposits and form new ones. Superficial processes are physical processes and involve the top layer of the earth. So we look at this. Wind eroding softer components into sandstone. So wind is on the surface. So A is going to be right there for superficial. A gradual increase in temperature in the mantle followed by a sudden drop in temperature. So we look up here. So we look up here, magma deep inside the Earth's mantle to form crust is magmatic. So we look here, and gradual increase in temperature and then drop in the mantle followed by a sudden drop in temperature. So magmatic, involving the heating and cooling. So that is going to be B. Next, movement of seawater through fractured rock underground. So we look up here. Hydrothermal are processes with the movement of water within the Earth's crust. So your next one is going to be hydrothermal is C, because hydrothermal, hydro is water, thermal is heat, movement of seawater, seawater through fractured rock. So hydro, water. Fault lines fracturing rock into particles underground, and then those particles undergoing great heat and pressure. So metamorphic, we look back up here. Metamorphic processes involve a combination of heat and pressure. So right there is going to be D. Rainfall in 5 cities in California. Which city had the median increase in rainfall between the 2 time periods displayed in the table? Write your answer in the box. To figure this one out, you're going to have to do a little bit more math. So you're going to have to find out the difference in the rainfalls here. So 62.77 minus 49.35 equals 13. So go ahead and put 13.42 as the answer for that one. The next one, you're going to do 44.51 minus 29.75 is 14.76. 14.76. 22 or 40.52 minus 23.71, or I'm sorry, 22.68. 22.68 is 17.48. 17.84. 30.45, subtracting 23.71, 674. 6.74. Sorry, that moved. And then 20.74 minus 16.33, 4.44. So then you're going to put these in order. So 17 will be on top, then 14, 13, 4, or 6 and 4. And then you just have to find your median. So if you look at these and order them from greatest to lowest, like this. So right now, here is your median. Mean, median, and mode. Median is the median number that is there. So usually with these, they aren't asking you a ton of math, so they'll give you like a median, and here's your median right here, 13.42. And that's your median rainfall. Which is, let's see, that was, I believe, Crescent City.